Hello everybody, welcome back to the Unfan Podcast. Today we're going to go through every single Euro 2020 team's best player from the group stage. Some of them, of course, will be playing more football as we go into the round of 16, but the hectic start of this tournament, I've absolutely loved it. The group stage, of course, 4-5 games a day. It's been absolutely brilliant, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and that now is coming to an end. However, we now move into the next stage of the competition, but we've got 2 or 3 days until that kicks off, so I thought this is the best time to go through every single team's best player from the group stage. Some players will be continuing to play as well, as their team, of course, have qualified through to the next rounds. However, of course, some of these players I've mentioned as well won't be playing again on the Euro 2020 stage, which is a little bit of a shame, of course, but either way, highlighting every single team's best player from this exciting and fascinating group stage that we've all just witnessed. Now, I must say as well, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe, both of which are free and easy, and both of which, of course, are really helpful in growing my podcast. It really shows your appreciation. So by subscribing, make that red button grey as well, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of the podcast. Leaving a like as well, like I said, just go down there, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out more than you can imagine. And also as well, leaving a comment down below. I'll be responding to all of your comments, and make sure you get them in the, down there below. Maybe you disagree with me, agree with me, let me know in there. And I'll be responding to all of them as I usually try and do as well. So please make sure you give that a go. And yeah, I'm sure there will be some moments where you disagree with me. Please don't dislike the video for that. Still give it a like, but make sure in the comments down below, maybe give your different ways of looking at each team's best player. Anyway, let's not mess about. Let's start off in Group A, and we're going to go through in order of where these teams finished in the specific groups, starting in Group A, and of course starting with the winner of Group A, which was Italy. And I've gone with the man that I think, I can't be surprised if a few people disagree with me here. I think there probably will be, as there probably is when we talk about opinions in sport, but I have gone with Manuel Locatelli. He's a central defensive midfielder, but also can play in a more offensive role, in sort of a central midfield role, if you like. 2 games in the tournament, so he hasn't played all 3, but 2 goals in there as well, and no assists, but 2 goals is fantastic. A really good long shot, I remember, as well, and also a ball where he ran into the box, a bursting, long busting run into the penalty area, and a nice finish as well. Some really important goals from Locatelli. He looks like he's going to be getting a move to Juventus as well, so he is, it's really paying off for that lad. And 89% pass accuracy as well for a midfielder who, I must say as well, is taking risk in midfield with a great pass accuracy like that. He's got 75% aerial drills as well, so in the air he's really winning the balls well as well, breaking up the play in midfield as well, with 1.5 tackles per game. He's also got averaging 1 key pass per game as well, with an average rating of 7.8. For Italy, Locatelli's the man to watch out for, and I'm really excited to see him progress through into the next rounds of the competition. Of course, Italy with a fantastic start, 3 wins out of 3. Locatelli, a key man in their fantastic start to this major tournament. Moving on then to Wales, of course, they qualified coming second, and I've gone with their goalkeeper, Danny Ward. 3 games, he's played all 3 of the group stage games. He's got an 87% saves per game percentage. He's got 1 clean sheet in there as well, and an average rating of 7.3. Goalkeepers are quite difficult to look at, but generally when I've watched Danny Ward, he's been a really good part of this Wales side, a really sort of integral part of what has been what we've seen, a really good Welsh side. Obviously are progressing through into the next rounds of the competition. I've been impressed with their goalkeeper. They have had other standout players as well, Ramsey, Bale. They've all been really good parts of this competition for Wales, but I've highlighted Danny Ward in particular. Moving on then to Switzerland, and I've gone with Shaqiri, of course, of Liverpool, but really not, he does it in a red shirt for Liverpool, but he's certainly now doing it in a red shirt for Switzerland. He plays in sort of a more attacking midfield role, and also more of that wing, sort of specifically in that right side. 3 games, but 2 goals and 1 assist. So that's 3 goal contributions in 3 games. He's got 3 shots per game as well. He's averaging that. He's also got 1 big chance created as well in this tournament so far, which is very good. An 87% pass accuracy, 2 key passes per game, and an 86% long ball pass accuracy as well. And I know long ball pass accuracy might sound a bit of a strange stat to include, but he's got some really quite a few long balls as well. So it's not just, he's done 1 and it's paid off. He's done quite a few, and it's worked for Shaqiri. Some really exciting creative stats there that I thought I really would highlight. And he's also got an average rating of 7.63 as well. Moving on then to Turkey, and I've gone with Under. He's at Roma, I believe, but he went out on loan to Leicester for the second half of the season. But, Turkey, the dark horses, apparently, in this competition, haven't been great, have they? They are out of the competition. They only scored 1 goal. They got knocked out. They finished rock bottom of Group A. It was a tournament to forget for Turkey, considering what we thought was going to be quite a successful one. Either way, though, it's quite difficult to highlight a player from Turkey because not many of them, I don't think this will upset too many Turkish fans. There weren't too many standout performers, but I've gone with them. There's a left winger, right winger, who play in other areas as well, but there is sort of prominent positions of the football pitch. He's played all 3 games of the group stage. He didn't actually register a goal or an assist. He did average 2.7 shots per game, 2.3 passes per game as well, and a 77% pass accuracy. He got a decent successful dribbles percentage as well with a 75%, but an average rating of 7.7 is the lowest of what we've seen so far in there. 7.7 though isn't that bad, but generally 7.07 isn't that bad, but still, for Turkey, it will be a tournament to forget. But under, he's a bit of a shining light, you could say, in what has been a pretty slow and dark Turkish side. Moving on then to Group B, the winners of Group B being Belgium, and I've gone with a player that's only played 2 games. He actually missed out the first game. He was injured for the first game, but what a player he's been. Really shown an influential part of this Belgian side. Of course, it's Kevin De Bruyne of Manchester City. He can play in central attacking midfield role, can play a little bit deeper, maybe in that centre mid role, but he's been absolutely fantastic since he's come into this Belgian side. 2 games, he's got 1 goal and 2 assists, 3 goal contributions in 2 games. 3 big chances created as well. 4.5 key passes per game he's averaging as well, which is absolutely fantastic. He's got an 83% pass accuracy, an 89% successful dribbles, and an average rating of, get this, 8.85. Such an incredible average rating. Some incredible stats there. Kevin De Bruyne of Belgium really pulling the strings. In Denmark then, who's going to be their best player of the group stage? They're progressing through to the next round. And incredible stuff from Denmark, by the way. What a setback the Christian Eriksen incident was. We didn't know how that was going to affect this Denmark side. But thankfully, I'm so proud actually, not with no connection to Denmark, very proud of what they've achieved. They finished second in the group. And I have highlighted Pierre-Emile Hojbjerg, of course, of Tottenham Hotspur. He can play in central midfield role, but he can also play a little bit deeper in that defensive midfield role as well. 3 games he's played, he's got 3 assists in 3 games, so that is technically 3 goal contributions. He's averaging 2 shots per game. He's got 1 big chance created as well. If you don't know what big chance is, that's down to XG. So basically that chance should have been down to XG, put on a plate for a player to hit the back of the net, and that technically should have been a goal down to XG. He's got 86% pass accuracy, 3 key passes per game, and 88% successful dribbles, and a really good rating, average rating of 7.53. Next up then for Finland, I've gone with their goalkeeper, Lukas Hradecky. He's a goalkeeper with three games under his belt. He's played all 3 games of Finland's group games. He saves 1 penalty as well in there, which is very impressive. He's got a 1 out of 1. He's got 100% penalty save ratio, which is very good. An 83% pass saves per game, 1 clean sheet, and an average rating of 7.63. For Russia, quite difficult to sort of name a player on Russia. A team that I didn't really see too much, didn't really end up watching many of their games, and it was quite difficult to highlight a player. But I've gone with their striker, Artem Dzyuba. I hope that's how you pronounce it. 3 games, he did get 1 goal and 1 assist. So that's not bad, really. 1.7 key passes per game. Nothing really else in the stats world as well. But he did get an average rating of a 7 anyway. So not a bad set of stats for the Russian striker. Moving on to Group C, the winner of Group C, of course, were Netherlands, and the best player in their group stage that I could find and I could see was Wijnaldum. Was at Liverpool, thought he was going to Barcelona, now going to PSG. 3 games and 3 goals for him. Fantastic stuff for Wijnaldum, the midfielder for, of course, the Dutch. 1 big chance being created. 90% pass accuracy from a midfielder is incredible. To think how many passes midfielders make, and a 90% pass accuracy is absolutely fantastic. 2.7 possessions won back per game as well, so he's sort of breaking up the play, winning the possession back for Holland as well, which is very impressive. He's averaging 3.3 shots per game as well. We're seeing him more of an advanced role for Holland. He's doing a great job there. The attacking talent, the attacking philosophy that we're seeing with Netherlands so far in this competition is an absolute delight to watch. And Wijnaldum is a key part, a pivotal part in that play. He's also averaging a very good average rating of 7.7. Moving on to Austria, and I've gone with David Alaba, probably their most well-known player, and I've gone with him because he's been absolutely he's been a really good player for Austria. He's got no goals, but he has got 2 assists. He's very versatile, so he plays in a variety of positions. 3 key passes per game, 2 big chances created as well, an 87% pass accuracy, and a 67 total duels won. Not a great amount of total duels won, but certainly above half. It's not bad, and also an average rating of 7.43 as as well. So for David Alaba and for Austria, that's the player I've highlighted to be the best player in the group stage for Austria. Moving on then to Ukraine, and I've gone with Yarmolenko, of course, of West Ham for club, but of course for Ukraine for country. 2 goals and 1 assist, 3 goal contributions in 3 games. Very, very impressive from Yarmolenko. 1 big chance created, 1 key pass per game as well. A 79% pass accuracy, 60% total successful dribbles as well, and a really, really good average rating of 7.4. Yarmolenko has been a really, really good player for Ukraine, as of course they do qualify through to the round of 16, even though they finished 3rd because of their form and because of their results in the group stage. They will be progressing, and Yarmolenko will be a key part of their successful, what has already been quite a successful tournament for Ukraine, and hopefully for Ukraine, he'll be a key part in whatever they will achieve as the tournament progresses, and hopefully Ukraine will be part of that. Moving on to North Macedonia, the first time they competed in Euro 2020, and I've gone with their goalkeeper, Dimitrievski. Yeah, that doesn't sound great. That doesn't sound right, but Stoll. I'm pretty sure his first name's Stoll anyway. I do apologise. I've absolutely butchered the North Macedonian goalkeeper. But in 3 games, he saved 1 penalty out of 1 as well. 62% saves per game as well, which is very, very good. An average rating of 7.2. In quite a difficult North Macedonian side, in a very, very competitive group there. North Macedonia, their goalkeeper, he probably could have, yes, it's not an outfield player, but he probably has given North Macedonia the best of chances in competing. Unfortunately, it wasn't the fairy tale story for them to progress through any further than the group stage, but a great achievement to even get in the competition, and from a North Macedonian point of view, I'm sure they are very, very proud of their team. Moving on to Group D, and I've gone with England, of course, as they top the group, and for them, I've gone with Jordan Pickford. I'm an England fan, I'm an Englishman. Yeah, that's normally what comes from living in England, but I've gone with Jordan Pickford as their goalkeeper. Quite difficult to pinpoint a player for England, because we've seen some good performances, but no one's sort of outstanding. But I've gone with Jordan Pickford. He's got 100% saves per game, 3 clean sheets. We didn't consider going the group stage, which is very, very good. And as well, 100% saves per game, which is very, very good. 100% total duels won as well, so that does count in, when he claims the ball coming in from corners, free kicks, set pieces, if you like, whatever. And he's been a really, really good player, Jordan Pickford. Very, very consistent in these first 3 games. And like I said, it could have been a few others. You could have picked Raheem Sterling, he scored 2 goals. But I don't think Sterling's been incredible for England. I'm not going to go too much detail about them because I've done lots of content already on England, match reactions, match previews, but I've gone with Jordan Pickford. I've been very, very happy with him as a goalkeeper. Hopefully continue in his good form. He's also got an average rating of 7.3 as well, but for Jordan Pickford, he's the player that I've gone with as the best player in the group stage for England. Moving on to Croatia, second in Group D, and I've gone with Luka Modric, the midfielder. 3 games, 1 goal and 1 assist. He's got 1.7 key passes per game, an 89% pass accuracy, and an average rating of 7.5. He scored, of course, that fantastic goal, that world-class goal against Scotland to knock them out of the competition, or to be one of the goals that would knock them out of Euro 2020. Luka Modric, a fantastic talent for Real Madrid, still going strong at, 35 years old. Fantastic player for Croatia. What will we see of Croatia going forward? I haven't been blown away by them in the tournament so far, but if they are to have a successful one, Luka Modric is already showing to be a key part in that. Very, very impressed from the Real Madrid midfielder. Moving on to then Czech Republic, and I've gone with probably the man that a lot of people will be knowing for Czech Republic, and that is Patrik Schick, the striker from Bayer Leverkusen. 3 games, and he's got 3 goals. Fantastic goal contributions, fantastic goals to game ratio as well there. 3.3 shots per game, 75% successful dribbles, 2 shots on target per game as well he's averaging, and an average rating of 7.67. For Patrik Schick and Czech Republic, they'll be going through to the next round of the competition. They are qualified, and Patrik Schick has been very, very good. It's another player that scored 2 goals against Scotland, and will go down and be the player that will win a goal of the tournament as well, getting a halfway line goal against the Scots. And talking of Scotland, they're the team next. Of course, they did finish bottom of Group D, but the player I've highlighted as the best player in the group stage is going to be Andy Robertson of Liverpool. Probably Scotland. I know it's quite stereotypical, and hopefully some Scottish fans will agree with me there. It probably is their best player, in terms of ability for Scotland. It is the left back. 3 games, 3 key passes, 82% pass accuracy, 1.7 clearances per game is averaging as well, and 1 interception per game. So in quite a difficult Scotland side, you could say, not the greatest of tournaments for them, but Scotland, the captain for them, has been a very, very good player for them in Euro 2020, and he's got an average rating of 7.27. For Group E then, I've gone, and for Sweden, I've gone with Emil Forsberg, all-round attacking midfielder. It's quite difficult to sort of pinpoint a sort of position on the Swedish man. because he's all over the pitch. He can play behind the striker, left, right. He can even lead the line as well. He's all over the shop. But Emil Forsberg, of course, of RB Leipzig. 3 games, 3 goals, which is fantastic. Again, 3 goal contributions in 3 games. 2.7 shots per game. 86% pass accuracy. 1 key pass per game. And a great average rating of 7.6. Forsberg, Sweden, topping the group with Spain in there as well. They top the group. Forsberg, a key part in that as well. Scored another great goal against Poland last night as well. Of course, we'll come on to Poland in just a second. But Sweden, a really, really good start to the tournament, topping Group E. Forsberg, a key part of that in the group stage. And then moving on to Spain, and quite difficult to pinpoint a player because, you know, we sort of saw a Spain side that was very, very good at holding the ball, but struggling to do things with it, struggling to hit the back of the net until the final group game against Slovakia, beating them 5-0. But I've gone with the best player at the left back being Jordi Alba of Barcelona. 3 games, no goals, but 1 assist. But some stats here that I've been very, very impressed with. He's averaging 118 touches per game, 3 big chances being created per game as well. So, yeah, on the left back, and we'll come on to his defensive stats in just a second, but he's really, really coming forward with some really, really good, promising offensive stats as well as defensive ones. And 88% pass accuracy as well, which is very, very good. 2 key passes per game, 2 clean sheets for Spain as well, and 1.7 tackles per game, an average rating as well of 7.67. There could have been a few players, there are quite a few players for Spain that have been pretty decent, but I've gone with Jordi Alba. Really, really impressed with some of the stats that we've been witness to see here. Moving on then to Slovakia, they finished 3rd in Group E, and I've gone with Milan Skriniar of Inter Milan. Milan's been his first name, Milan being the team he plays for. 3 games, 1 goal, 0 assists, but 1 goal from a centre-half, not bad at all. And 91% pass accuracy from a defender is very, very good. He's been very, very accurate with what he's doing. He's got 7 clearances per game average as well, and 80% aerial duels won, and an average rating of 7.17. So for Skriniar, some good little stats there for Slovakia. For Poland, I've sort of highlighted 2. I've gone with Lewandowski because he's got the highest average rating. He's got 3 goals and 3 games, but he has missed 3 big chances. And I wanted to sort of go somewhere a little bit different with Poland, and that's why I've highlighted Zielinski of Napoli. 3 games, 1 assist, 1 big chance created, 2.3 passes per game, and 85% pass accuracy as well, and an average rating of 7.3. Sorry. So Poland, we've gone with 2 players there. I wanted to go something a little bit different, and that's why I've gone with a Napoli midfielder. And finally, moving on to Group F and starting off with the winners of that group, and that, of course, is France. And I've gone with a Manchester United midfielder, a little bit hot and cold in a red shirt, but in a French shirt, he seems to lighten it up, and that's why I've gone with Paul Pogba. 3 games, no goals, but 1 assist, 2 big chances created as well, 87% pass accuracy. And as well, I was watching him last night, we did a watch-along on it, France versus Portugal. Some of his long passing is absolutely world-class. I mean, even his short passing is great, but some of his long passing, the creativity from that passing is incredible stuff from Paul Pogba. We know the talent's in him. It's just if he can show it on a consistent basis, really, isn't it? 2 passes per game, 1.7 shots per game, and an average rating of 7.67. Paul Pogba doing very, very well in the group stage for France. For Germany, I've gone with Robin Gosens. 3 games, 1 goal, 1 assist for him. 2 big chances created, 82% pass accuracy, 1.7 key passes per game, 100% aerial duels won as well. Very, very impressed with him in the air, and an average rating of 7.53. The left back, left midfielder, all over the shop, Gosens for Germany. A great player from so far in the group stage. For Portugal then, I've gone, of course, with the captain, Cristiano Ronaldo. A lot of them have been pens, but he scored 5 goals in 3 games. He has got an assist in there as well. He can't assist penalties. 1 big chance created, 3.7 shots per game, 85% pass accuracy, and he's averaging a goal every 54 minutes. He's also got an average rating as well of 8.23. Cristiano Ronaldo, the captain of Portugal, pulling the strings for them. A really, really good player. Certainly the best player for Portugal, I would say, so far in the competition. And finally then, the team that finished bottom in Group F, but certainly unlucky. It was the final game of the tournament that just sort of cement them to finish bottom of the group, but certainly a good tournament for Hungary. And I've gone with Roland, is it Saleh? I'm definitely going to butcher for the pronunciation of that game name, but 3 games he played, no goals but 2 assists, 2.7 shots per game, 2 big chances created, 1.3 key passes per game, and 76% pass accuracy. So for Hungary, that lad is really, really been a key player, and he's averaging an average rating of 7.16. So So that's what I've gone with then. That's every Euro 2020 team's best player from the group stage, all 24 teams highlighting their best player from the competition. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've enjoyed and sort of learned something maybe from this podcast episode, really delving into the stats, the facts and the figures of these teams. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe on this podcast episode, both of which are free and easy. As well, give your thoughts in the comments down below. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been Jack. This has been the Young Fan Podcast. I'll see you in a bit. Take care.